Picture this. A guy posts a photo of a pillow on the floor. The internet loses its mind. The pillow looked exactly like his dog. Not a picture printed on a square, but custom cut out in this exact shape of the animal. The dog's name was Izzy. She had just passed away. Oleg asked his dad to make it. Dad did. Oleg posted it and people immediately wanted to buy one. That was the entire origin of the business. Fast forward to today, 400,000 custom pillows a year, 20 million in revenue, $500,000 a month in ad spend, and he's the silent manufacturer behind Netflix Shop, Paramount, and Chewy. And he ran out of his dad's garage as a side hustle for 10 years while working construction full time. I'm Ryan Atkinson, and you're listening to UpFlip Podcast, where we interview entrepreneurs to hear their advice how you can start a business too. And today I am so excited for this interview. This is such a unique topic and such a unique story. So I'm excited to welcome Oleg Lee to the podcast. Oleg, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, Ryan, thanks for having me.
Let's go back to your origin story, though. Your dad was in a print shop making generic pillows when your dog Izzy died, and you asked him to make something different. Talk to us about that pillow and like the origin story and what happened when you posted it.
So yeah, I lost my childhood dog and, I miss him so much. And to make it long story short, I asked my father, because I saw him when I visited him at this factory, the printing shop, I see him making pillows and I asked him, can you make me a pillow? So he made a pillow with a picture, the square pillow, but it was kind of cool, but it was a little bit boring. Yeah, I could hold in the dog, but it wasn't the same. So I asked him, can you actually cut out the whole shape of the dog and make it into a pillow? So he's like, yeah, I think I can do it. I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal. So he made it. I came back, I looked at the pillow and I almost cried. I'm like, oh my God, this is like my dog is just sitting there. I took a picture, posted online, and internet lost it. As you said, everybody's like, oh my God, this is so cool. This is so lifelike. This looks like a real dog. Can I get one? So I'm like, I think we're on something. There's so many requests. But the problem was we're not able to offer a custom pillow because we didn't even know how to take orders. So we went and we purchased, I'm jumping a little bit forward, but we basically start selling. We went and we found what are the most popular breeds in the USA, and we found them and we bought pictures of 10 most popular breeds and started making them to shape pillows and selling them. That's how it basically kind of started first.
Oh man, that is so cool. I want to talk about actually posting it on the internet. Where did you post it? And what was that initial reaction again? Was it people like, oh my gosh, I want one, I need one? Or where'd you post it? What was that initial reaction?
Yeah, it was on my social media, on my old Facebook. And then the feedback was basically, oh my God, this is so lifelike. It looks like a real dog. I want one. How can I get one? And it's just hundreds of comments. And we're like, where did you get it? I'm like, well, we made it. We didn't get anywhere. And I actually started looking. Nobody was offering. It didn't exist. And yeah, that was how idea came out. We should probably make it, and start selling it.
So you're printing off now the top 10 dog breeds instead of doing custom orders. Initially, what happens then? I mean, you got popular dog breeds. What happens then?
So we opened a little website. We put the pillows there. And then the biggest thing, what happened, Groupon was trending back then. I don't know if people are familiar with Groupon, it's kind of old now, but we went to Groupon. I knew someone through someone, and I said, hey, I have this cool product because I know people want it, right? So I can offer you a limited quantity and the top breeds for this price. They loved the idea. Again, it's a new product, didn't exist. They launched it. We knew we were going to sell few hundreds. We sold 20,000. 20,000 of these pillows. I think the pug was the top seller. I think it was 8,000 only of pug, and it was French bulldog, golden retriever, and all the other breeds. And now we're like, okay, how do we make them?
Oh man.
How do we make and ship? We didn't have any infrastructure. We didn't have any office. We had nothing. So me, my father in his car garage, we started making them one by one, by the prints from that factory that he worked, bring them into garage, and we sew them and stuff them and close them and ship them. My entire family was involved, all the relatives, everybody stuffing by hand. It was a nightmare. But that's how we knew the demand is there.
What were you feeling at this time? Because I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. You're like, okay, let me just test this out. Boom. All of a sudden you have 20,000 orders. Was this life-changing moment or did you know it would come?
It was definitely a life-changing moment because it's first of all, you don't see just sales, you see the money, the amount of money also. I don't remember how much it was. It was a few $100,000, I think. I think it was maybe $300,000 or something. I don't remember the number. But you look in the number, you understand. First of all, you're going to get this money. That's a lot of money, right? Now, but the problem was until we get this money, we have to fulfill the orders and make them. That was kind of a tough moment. And that was an insane experience. We definitely didn't expect we woke up to this. And it didn't go for a day, it went for 3 days. So first it was like 8,000 and then like 9,000, 10,000, and then just shit. It kept going and kept going. It ended up, I think, 22,000 pillows or something.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. So you guys were doing this just out of your garage. You and your dad are like doing these
Yeah.
custom, paint that picture for us. I'm curious, what does that look like? Because that has to not be easy or scalable.
I wish we recorded that, how we were doing it in his car garage. The entire family, like maybe 10 people standing and stuffing pillows and packing them. It was a crazy experience. It was people say it's a good problem to have. It's still a problem. So you need to figure out how to make them and ship them. It wasn't an easy thing to execute, but we got it done. And then we realized, okay, so we went and started offering the same pillows to everyone. So I basically flew to Walmart corporate offices and I said, hey, I have this product that sold X amount on Groupon and I can make unlimited quantities. Buy from me. And I ended up getting a deal. We basically were in 2,000 Walmart stores nationwide. And that's where we started expanding, buying equipment, because we basically got in, we became Walmart vendor. And then I think 4 or 5 months later, they placed the order. And the order was like, they placed an order in September and you have to deliver it in October. They only give you 1 month, which was also another nightmare to execute it.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. So I want to ask about the Groupon to Walmart timeline here. How quickly did all of this happen? Was this in the span of 6 months?
No, I think it was a year later when we executed the order. We rented a little place. We got a little bit of equipment because we realized, okay, people want this product. We went to Groupon. We did another event later on and we sold another like few thousand. I think it was 5,000 the second time. And then we started offering it to like Amazon and Overstock and all these marketplaces. And then I started chasing Walmart. I watched Shark Tank. I'm like, okay, I got to get into the stores. And it was great. Walmart experience was good. Walked away from that deal to get into nationwide because the expansion required a lot of investment and it's not guaranteed they're going to continue buying it from you. So it was risky and I made a decision not to do it anymore.
At this point, are you doing it full time? I know you're also working construction gigs. So talk to me. What was your personal life like around this time from a year into it?
I was still doing construction because the problem with all these marketplaces and Walmart specifically, they all pay 60, 90 days. Walmart, I think it's 180 days. So you have the orders, you have the sales, you don't have the cash to fulfill the orders, to buy the materials, to ship them. So I had to have the money to go work and get cash so I can pay because we were sitting on tons of receivables all the time. That's why I had to keep working. I didn't do a lot of work, but like I would paint a house at night on the weekend or like do some floor. I was a carpenter, so I did a lot of woodwork.
Okay, so then talk to us about walking away from Walmart, because it looks here like you went from 200 stores to like 2,000 stores, which is incredible. But why did you ultimately decide to walk away from Walmart?
To be honest, the Walmart order we probably lost money on it.
Wow.
Because the margin is small. The timeline, they give you only 1 month to create the order from the pickup day. The pickup day all at once. So we had like maybe 40 pallets or something of pickup. They have to be ready at 1 day. We didn't have a space to stock it. So we're stuffing boxes to the roof. And then when the trucks start coming in for pickups, we have to pelletize them. It was a lot of work, a lot of hours. We have to hire so many people to execute it. Very small margin because it's let's say it costs us $5. We sell them for like $7.
Oh, wow.
The margin is very small. And also we start pushing more custom to the website where the margin is insane, right? From $5 cost to $50 retail. So I'm like, I want to do more of this. I don't want to deal with Walmart orders. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So it was a transition going more B2C and moving away from all the wholesale idea.
Are you ready to launch, grow, and scale a business? Inside the UpFlip Academy, you'll get a complete roadmap to shortcut your success with 25 plus step-by-step programs taught by active business owners, not gurus, who share their step-by-step blueprints, plus ongoing live workshops, skills training, a business idea database, and community to share resources and celebrate your wins. Click the link in the description below to join the UpFlip Academy today and start surrounding yourself with the people and tools that can change everything for your business.
Talk to me about that shift from D2C. What were some of those key characteristics early on for you? Was it going from $5 to $50? Why was D2C the no-brainer play for you?
Well, D2C is much harder as far as you need to spend a lot of money on marketing. We didn't have the money to spend on marketing, but once we started getting into proper cash flow and we could put some money into the marketing, into the ad spend, This is where we're actually able to allow the transition. Because now when you sell directly, you get paid the same day. Actually, it's next day from Shopify, right? So the money start coming in daily, the cash flow improved. Now, like, okay, we don't need wholesale anymore. We don't want to sit on receivables. It takes so many more people to execute, so much more work, and so much more risk. We got screwed by some resellers that didn't pay us. My Touch of Modern was one of them. We used to sell, then they went out of business and they didn't pay us I don't know how much money. There was another one, I don't remember the name. So more risk, and we basically at some point I made a decision, transition fully to B2C and walk away from all the wholesale.
So you guys are doing custom orders now. Talk to me about the equipment that your team needed for that. Was it a seamless transition to starting to do more custom work, or what pivot was needed for your team?
So to do the custom pillows, as far as making the product, it's same process. Print, cut, sew, stuff, all the stuff. It doesn't change the process on the manufacturing. It's the front end. It's how to receive your photo, understand what you want, crop it, size it. So first, if you would go to our website in the beginning, you have to upload your photo, place an order, and then trust us to do the work. And most people, they don't trust it. Like, I don't know what I'm getting. And when we realized the issue, we spent a year, probably over $100,000 on developing our own tool, which is the mockup generator. For example, right now, if you go on my website, you take a photo at the moment and you upload it, it will instantly crop the person or the pet, will turn into 3D spinnable pillow. You can see it all, 360.
That's cool.
So you see exactly what you're getting. And our team is trained to sew the pillow based on mockups. If you compare the actual pillow that you're going to receive and the mockup you saw, it's going to be like 95% accurate. So once we launched this tool, that's changed the game completely because now the conversion increases crazy.
I feel like the conversion rates, I don't know what they were obviously, but would have to just absolutely skyrocket because I feel like it's one of those things where someone now, they get to visualize it. It's like more real than just a photo. I feel like that had to be so big for your guys' conversion rates there.
That was a game changer. And we also made sure that it's shows you the preview in like 3 seconds, super fast.
Wow.
Because most custom website, you go, you upload, it takes forever, a lot of steps. We made it simple. Drop a photo, see your pillow, place an order. That's it.
Do you have like any conversion metrics off the top of your head, how it jumped?
Honestly, it's not as much as, I don't remember the conversion, but business start growing. The revenue start growing crazy from that moment.
So it's safe to say that $100 or $100K software probably paid off for it pretty quick.
We probably went from being 5 million to 10 million revenue within like a little bit over a year.
So when you guys were doing like 5 million revenue, kind of paint us the picture of like what your team looked like who was on the team, who was there. Cause I think it's a super interesting story. It's a super niche market, which I just absolutely love. What did like that team look like when it was at like 5 million?
Honestly, the team was pretty small. We had one guy who ran our entire marketing, paid ads, email, Google, everything marketing related. We had one graphic designer in-house. We had me, doing a lot of marketing as well and helping with content and stuff. And that's it pretty much. That was very, very small team, like 3 people. But even now, we're only like 5 people team.
So crazy.
We're very small because it's like, to scale, it doesn't really require more effort. We just basically spend more money on marketing and that's it. So basically where we do need more hands and people, it's in the manufacturing side. This is where we're growing. We went from 10 people to 50 people now on the warehouse.
Well, let's talk about the marketing side. And if someone is listening, if they want to do a similar business, how they can grow as well. So you just said, spend more money, you make more money. That's a common business notion there. What are you guys spending money on? And like, what is your monthly spend on like marketing task?
Well, we spend mostly on Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram ads. We spend a little bit on TikTok. On average, we spend about $500,000 a month. Like obviously in November, December, we spend over $1 million a month. But I would say from $500,000, 80% goes to Meta spend. On any given date, you go to our Meta account or go to Ads Library, we run over 1,000 ads every day. We launch hundreds of ads every week. So that's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's a secret, but that's how you're supposed to do it. You have to launch a lot of ads. So you can't just spend more money. Like I wish I could spend $1 million every month or 2 million. Like there's no limit to the budget as long as the return is right,
Talk to us about, obviously you don't think of this, the total secret sauce of everything you're doing, but give us some of the secret sauce of like successful like meta campaigns. Cause I'm personally like starting to learn like meta campaigns for like a very high ticket item. Like, oh, should I do Meta? Should I do LinkedIn? Give me some like meta tips here. Like what goes into a successful campaign and like how do you know something is successful in meta? Obviously, pretty simplistic
Well,
there.
it's a lot of testing. So let's say we throw 150 ads and only like 10 will work. So we're gonna remove the 140 and place them with another 150 ads. So like you have to really do big batches of ads to understand what's working. Then you have to analyze what's working and why it's working. But with Meta, I mean, probably anyone will tell you always the random stuff does the best. Like I personally used to edit and create ads. And one point I was creating batches for Christmas, and I take a minute video and I chop it into 5 clips. But then I had some videos that I couldn't do more than one clip out of this video, so I saved them as a solo. I was just like, okay, I don't care about this. I just saved them in this folder, called them solo. And one of them being our highest, we probably spent 2 million on this ad.
No way.
8-second ad. There's a college girl in a college room, in a dorm room, very bad quality. She opens the package and she cries immediately and she hugs it. We have tons of similar videos, but this one, I don't know why. Like it just stuck with people and it's just like, it made us a lot of money. So with ads, you never know. You know, there's some you think, okay, it's going to be great ad. Nah.
Now.
You really have to be just throwing and testing. But what makes successful ad is shareable ad. You know, when you know how we'll send each other reels and stuff. You don't think about it. Like if you know I'm a passionate runner and like you see something about running, you immediately think, oh, Oleg, I'm gonna send him this. You don't even think, it's just instant. So this is how the ad's supposed to be as well. When somebody see it, you don't want them to think of someone. You want them to exactly know who they're gonna send it to. And if you can achieve it through the ad, you have a winning ad, basically.
Everyone should rewind that and hear that 500K a month strategy right there. That's a great breakdown. Is there a formula though that like works for you? Like, because in my experience, when I've like sold to like B2B marketers, I'm like, oh, like B2B marketer to get like super specific. Then I get into like an offer like right away. And like we saw all right results. We should have honestly tested more, but like formula that works consistently for you, is there one?
Well, we have a lot of UGC reactions. So like we basically encourage people, most of our product purchase as a gift to someone. We know that. We collected this data, we know it. Now every time somebody purchases, we tell them, hey, we know you gifting. Make sure to record your gifting moment. Send it to us. We'll give you $250 store credit if it's good. And we have 2,500 videos like that. We get like 5 to 10 videos every single day, people submitting, because we give a lot of credit. But then one of them will win, and it's amazing. So for us, basically the reactions, the true reaction when I'm giving you a package, it's closed, it's sealed. You open it in front of the camera, like you don't even know I'm filming you. I gifted you. You open it, pull the pillow. First reaction, they always hug it. Most people cry because it's very emotional. Like it's either somebody they love or miss, and those are the best ads. The true UGC reactions.
So you had like the true UGC videos, but like you have done some really cool stuff with celebrities. I'm looking at your Instagram here. Tell us about the David Dobrik one that I'm seeing here on your Instagram as well. Tell me about that.
We do a lot of collaboration with celebrities. It's mostly for product and brand awareness. I can't say it drove a lot of revenue, but definitely like people like, oh, I've seen this on David Dobrik. So here and there. With David Dobrik, he's local. He actually went to high school where factory is Vernon Hills, Illinois. So that's like, it's basically where we did the world record was in front of his high school, and he lived there in the area. So we're looking to partner up with somebody big to do the world record, and we figure out, okay, David Dobrik is a great candidate because he's local, he has a lot of local community, and we knew someone who knew him, and we reached out, he agreed to do it. We did this together. It was fun, good experience.
It's really interesting though that you say like celebrities, like it's great for brand awareness, but it might not be for revenue. I'd be curious, like what are some like thoughts on that? Because like I would think like if you did something with David Dobrik, you'd be like, oh my gosh, like this is so cool. Like I'm gonna go on the landing page and like buy one. Like what's kind of the theory behind that?
Most of the celebrities' pillows, you can sell them, first of all, right? So like if I'm making pillows for Paris Hilton, which is a good friend and I always make pillows for her, I just send her a bunch of pillows for her Coachella party. I can't really sell her pillows. So I'm me giving her pillows and making for her, and she's posting and tagging, just bring awareness to the product. Because at the end of the day, I am the only manufacturer in USA who make this product. So if you see this product anywhere in USA, in any party, in any place, you always come back to me. Who makes it? You start searching, start Google, and you're going to find me or my brand. So that's why I'm putting my product into places and houses and hands of every celebrity. So we made for Kim Kardashian, birthday party, her own birthday, you name it, for DJ Khaled, Eminem. Like we work with a lot of celebrities, but it's never like you get a lot of attention, not real orders, but maybe the orders coming in later. It's basically the trust factor that we legit.
Oh, for sure.
It's a new brand, you're trying to grow it, and like, can I trust these people? And then when you see, all our celebrities, like, yeah, I can probably trust these people.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's just straight social proof at that point. Cause like when I'm thinking about like evaluating, buying something that I've never bought before, if I see, Paris Hilton on there, David Dobrik, someone famous, I feel like it just adds that social proof and that probably makes your ad better, essentially.
Well, we don't use any of this creative in ads, but on our website, yes, it is a social proof. It is credibility. We still kind of small brand that trying to grow. So like at some point, maybe we won't need it. Our name will be big enough and known enough. But for now, it's very, very important. And it's actually good how people should be doing it. I took the strategy from Damon John from Shark Tank. That's how he did Fubo brand. He put his shorts and hats on all the celebrities. That's how he built credibility. You can say all day your product is great, but at the end of the day, I want to see somebody I know, using that product.
Speaking of somebody we all know, that is Netflix, Chewy, Paramount, etc. And you are the back end manufacturer for all of them. How did those deals like come together and how those partnerships start?
So this is my biggest secret sauce is my Instagram. I utilize it to the full. And that's something I learned from GaryVee, by the way, Gary Vaynerchuk. He said, just DM people, DM people. And I really started doing it. So the Netflix and Paramount, it's all through DM.
No way.
Yes. Like all the celebrities, all my relationship, it's so through DMs. I worked with some of the largest brands. I just DM them, even like, I don't want to say names, but the Netflix, we don't work directly with Netflix and Paramount. There's a bigger company, bigger than them, who owns all their merchandising. And I was looking to work with the biggest name. So I reached out to them. They responded to me. Took a year of communication. We signed an agreement. And now basically any character that exists out there, we make the pillows basically.
No way. Are you able to share what does that mean in like terms of revenue for your team?
So again, it's a wholesale price because it's a lower margin. I think in the first year we did a little bit over 2 million with them.
Wow.
It's growing. And it's significantly growing because they keep adding more newest show like Stranger Things, the K-pop demon show. If you go, there's pills now, the Squid Games, so all the shows, And the more they're going to add pills to the shows, the more business we're getting. But again, it's a low margin, but it's good for credibility again.
Are you able to share like what goes into that DM? Are you just like asking to work together or like what's typically like a good DM to land in a celebrity's inbox?
For celebrities, usually I will make the pill and I'll DM them saying, hey, I made this for you. And usually it's our research. So like if DJ Khaled, for example, it's a good example because I made pill of his, I knew how much he loves his son. I see his stories. So I make a pill of his son. I'm like, hey, check this out. I made this for you. Now he sees something of his son. He can say, I don't want that. It's already like personal to him. It's like, oh my God, send this to me, right? And then he followed me and sent him a bunch of more pills. So celebrities, this is how I do. I make the product, I DM them with the product, say, hey, I just made it for you. Let me know where you want me to send it to. For companies like this, I reach out with something like, would love to be considered be your pillow supplier. Because I know they don't have the product. Custom shaped pillow supplier. Reach out to OnlyFans, we start working with the order pillows from us. Not for creators, for the branded pillows. And a lot of other big brands with just like, it's a simple DM. Hey, just consider me to be a supplier. I'm like that's what we do. And once they do the research, they know it's basically no one else is doing it and they'll come back to us. Some try to go to China and then end up coming back to us.
There you go. I want to ask about your mindset as well as we close down this podcast. Talk about your mindset. You're a humongous runner. You have a goal to run a marathon in every state. Talk to me about mindset and like the importance that plays in your entrepreneurial story.
I think it's looking back now, I think it's one of the most important things. Everything starts from your mindset. And a mind is basically where your body is. That's where your mind is. So I'm intentionally, I would say abusing my body. So my mind is stronger because, when you run a marathon and it's mile 20 and you're on breaking point, you want to cry, you want to quit, but you cross that finish line. You feel like so pumped and accomplished. Then you go to office and they come to you like, oh my God, Oleg, there's a printer that broke. I'm like, that's it? I just suffered for 4 hours. You tell me printer broke, just buy a new one. Everything becomes so like, you become like stress proof. So I'm intentionally doing it because it makes me a stronger leader, better father, better husband. I don't overreact on stuff. So I'm intentionally abusing myself, putting myself in the like mental, physical challenges. So when I go back to my life the next day, nothing can stresses me out. And it's been working. And I ran 27 marathons, And that's the reason why I keep doing it. People think, I enjoy it. It's not always fun. It's not always easy, but that's exactly why I'm doing it, because it's hard.
Interesting. I feel like for me, mindset's like, it's so much when it comes to entrepreneurship, because like, as you 100% know, like there are the amount of times you get punched in the face as an entrepreneur as you try to grow a brand. Like every day you can get punched in the face essentially, but like you can always go back to like going through hard things. I'm sure that's true to your story of like all the marathons you've ran as well there.
I think it's very important to start there, because a lot of entrepreneurs only focus on business side and they completely neglect. They sleep, they exercise, they body, they mind. That's a key. When you get enough sleep, you wake up fresh, your body in a good place, you go for a run, you get your blood flow going, and then you do your work. It's completely different when you just sit all day on a computer and you do nothing. That when I saw these changes actually helping my business and everything for me to grow, I didn't want to stop anymore. I've been on a running streak for 6 years. I haven't skipped a day. And there's a reason behind it, because the discipline is the most important.
I love it. The discipline is the most important. Last question before we get into our fan blitz question. What is your average marathon pace here then if you're doing 26, 27 marathons?
My average marathon pace probably 3:20.
That's good. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, my fastest is 2:55. Between 3:20, 3:30, that's my like easy finish time usually. If I push a little, it's like 3:15. I don't really push. I enjoy every race. I try to explore, watch it, but end of the day, mile 20, you still feel it.
Well, I have enjoyed this podcast. This has been so good. Let's jump into our fan blitz questions. And listeners, if you want to join in on world-class entrepreneurs that are doing 20 million plus in revenue, email us at podcast@upflip.com. We'll get all your questions answered there. But ready for our last 5 questions here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you have an Izzy pillow in your house right now still?
Yes, it's in my living room.
I like it. What's a product you've seen and thought, I wish I made that?
Never thought about it.
Best business advice your dad ever gave you?
Unfortunately, my dad was an entrepreneur, so he learned a lot from me. He was a hardworking man all his life,
Yeah, something to learn from there as well. Last one. If you ever had to start over tomorrow with $1,000 and no factory, what would be your first move?
Invest in myself.
I like it. Amazing podcast here. Thank you so much for joining us. If someone's like, oh my gosh, I need to learn more about you and connect with you, what's your Instagram? What's your website? Drop it all for us.
Yeah, you can find me anywhere, that Pillow Guy, on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere. And my website, you can go to thatpillowguy.com. It's going to redirect you to my actual brand, which is allaboutvibe.com. This is the website.
Everyone, that was an amazing episode with Oleg. 3 quick takeaways for you. If you guys are going to have Meta be your main strategy, shareable ads are key. Make something so automatic that you're going to want to share it with a friend. Number 2, if you're trying to get celebrity endorsements or celebrities to use your product, send them a DM saying, hey, I built something for you. Check it out. Get it in their hands. That's one way to do it. The number 3, we ended talking about mindset. Mindset is truly everything for him. And he talked about running 26, 27 marathons. It's just like mind-blowing to think about. Think about that. Build toughness. Entrepreneurs need to be tough. And he is one tough dude. Phenomenal episode here. If you guys enjoy this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating wherever you get your podcast. It helps us get more amazing $20 million a year CEOs onto the show. We will see you next Monday. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Great conversation. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you for having me.